Fever coach Stephanie White announces Caitlin Clark's decision after one missed game. Caitlin Clark remained out of team practice Tuesday, but the Fever star continued making progress during the Commissioner's Cup break. The Indiana Fever are continuing to take a patient approach with Caitlin Clark as the all-star guard works her way back from a back injury. After sitting out Indiana's 111-87 win over the Los Angeles Sparks on Saturday, Clark was not on the floor for the Fever's first team practice of Commissioner's Cup break on Tuesday. While that might raise some concern among fans eager to see her return, there was also an encouraging part of the update. Rather than participating in full team activities, Clark was scheduled to continue doing individual basketball work as she progresses through her recovery. With Indiana not returning to game action until Sunday against the Las Vegas Aces, the Fever appear content to use the extended break to give their franchise star as much time as possible to get back to full strength. Caitlin Clark did not practice with the team Tuesday. Fever beat reporter Tony East of the Next shared Tuesday's practice update, noting that Clark remained out of team drills. East posted, "No practice today for Sophie Cunningham illness and Caitlin Clark back." Fever with their first of 4 days of practice during the Commissioner's Cup break. Damiris Dana's also getting some individual treatment. Clark's absence from practice comes just days after she missed the first game of the season because of the lingering back issue. According to ESPN, Clark was expected to participate in individual workouts later Tuesday, rather than join the full practice, another indication that Indiana is gradually increasing her activity instead of rushing her back. The Commissioner's Cup break comes at the perfect time. If there was ever a good time for Fever to have several days off, this is it. Indiana doesn't play again until Sunday, July 5th, when it visits the Las Vegas Aces, giving Clark multiple days to continue her recovery before another game. Instead of trying to return after only a day or two of rest, she now has nearly a full week between appearances. That extra time should allow the Fever's medical staff to monitor her progress and determine whether she's ready to return without putting unnecessary strain on her back. Clark was playing at an all-star level before the injury. Before being sidelined, Clark had once again been one of the WNBA's most productive players. Through 17 games this season, the 2024 number 1 overall pick is averaging 21.2 points, 8.2 assists, 4.0 rebounds. She continues to rank among the league leaders in assists while serving as the engine of Indiana's offense. Even without Clark in the lineup, the Fever turned in one of their most complete performances of the season, defeating the Sparks by 24 points to improve to 11-8. The win also provided Indiana with something just as valuable: more time for Clark to recover, without the pressure of trying to get back on the court immediately. All eyes remain on Sunday's matchup with Las Vegas. At this point, the Fever have not announced whether Clark will be available against the Aces. Tuesday's practice update doesn't answer that question, but it does suggest she's continuing to make progress. Participating in individual basketball work is another step forward, even if she isn't quite ready for full team practice. Indiana still has several more practice days before traveling to Las Vegas, giving Clark additional opportunities to increase her workload if everything continues moving in the right direction. For now, the Fever appear focused on the bigger picture. Rather than rushing their biggest star back after missing one game, they're using one of the longest breaks in their schedule to give her every opportunity to return healthy for the second half of the season.